Not only is the transforming Captain Ginyu into Goku Ginyu got an EZA, but also Recoome and Guldo, and Jeice and Burter. So without further ado, let's try them all out. Let's go. So we're going to jump into Ultimate Red Zone Vegeta's Story Edition against Planet Namek Saga. Because it's canon, and to be honest, I just left this and I haven't done it for I haven't done it. So let's jump into it. So I'm going to assume this is a lot of stages. This is why I've jumped into this one, because Vegeta had a lot of fights in Planet Namek Saga. And we'll go through what everyone does and all that sort of stuff. So of course we're using a full Ginyu Force team. So the Ginyu Force is back. So let's take a look at Captain Ginyu then. So he raises defense infinitely and raises attack for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. He also buffs up for 170 and then up to 200%. Then his passive skill, attack and defense 200%, launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. Damage reduction rate of 20%. Ginyu Force allies, Ki +1, attack and defense plus 60%, and chance of performing a critical hit plus 20%. When attacking with 12 or more Ki, attack and defense 150%. Per Ginyu Force category ally on the team up to 100%, they get attack and defense plus 20%. When there's another Ginyu Force category ally on the team, attacks effective against all types, high chance of launching an additional super attack. For 1 turn from the character's entry turn when HP is 70% or more from the start of turn, chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction rate of 30%. Of course he can body change, which we'll look to do, which can be activated when HP is 70% or less starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, which we'll look to do. I will look at the other two as well in a second, but I just want to see what this guy can do. So at the moment it's 767k attack, 353k defense. Obviously he wants to build up just a little bit. I'm going to just do this. Let's face it, we're going to push past Queen here, but hopefully we get a couple of supers. So let's see what you can do. We've got a damage reduction of what, 50% just starting off here. 299k, that's actually quite a lot to start off with. What was that, 21 mil, something like that? Not bad. So he should get an additional, he could get additional 2 supers. That's 1 additional normal. And then additional super, yeah. And he can go again from the hidden potential system. So obviously he wants to stack up as much as possible here. So it's additional normal, okay. Yeah, alright. Sure. So we're probably just going to push past it, if I'm completely honest. We'll see though. It's Ultimate Red Zone. I've never done this one before. I wanted to just get Dragon Stones because why not? It turns out we're not going to, actually. Doesn't look like we're going to. Yeah, okay. Alright, I mean, if we go through this a little bit longer, I don't mind, because that does mean that we get more stacks, to be honest, so I'll definitely take it. But is the Ginyu Force finally back? If you remember when this team first came about, with Captain Ginyu and things, it was like the best. It was the team to use, let's face it. Right, so we'll put you to start off with. Let's have a look at what these guys are doing then. We're not looking at leader skill, but greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, greatly lowers attack and defense. Attack and defense 200%, damage reduction rate 30%, great chance of guarding all attacks, seals the enemy's super attack after guard is activated, defense 100%, launches additional super attack, or additional attack, sorry, that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. When attacking with 12 or more Ki, attack and defense 50%. For every attack received up to 100%, attack and defense 20%. When there's an ally whose name includes Ginyu attacking in the same turn, guards all attacks, damage reduction rate 30% before attacking, and stuns the attack enemy. Looking at the Jeice and Burter, raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy. Raises allies attack and defense by 20% for 1 turn. Then attack and defense 200%, launches additional attack that has a high chance of becoming super attack, great chance of evading enemy's attack, which always catches me out. Space Travelling Warriors or Special Pose category, Ki +3 and attack and defense plus 40%. For every attack performed, attack and defense 50% up to 200%, which will really help them out. Chance of evading enemy super attack 10% temporarily when receiving a super attack. Once again, that will help them out considerably. When there is an ally whose name includes Ginyu attacking in the same turn, chance of evading the enemy's attack 10% within the turn before receiving an attack. All allies attack and defense 30% for 2 turns. So we should be looking pretty good here. I will do this. And then I will do... You know what? I'm going to keep them on the same rotation for now. And do this. And then we're just going to do that. Just get those heal backs. And let's see what happens here. So they're 816k attack, which they've never been the greatest. But obviously, as they build up, they should be alright. They are mainly here as a defensive unit. They seal, stun, do everything, which actually is really bad because we wanted them to get hit a couple of times, but fine, whatever. Lower attack and defense there. At least Jeice and Burter can get one super attack here, so they can get one stack in. That's why I've kept them on main rotation. Normally they're a third slot unit. Okay, Kui is dead. Let's keep going. Dodoria. A group attack, eh? Oh, okay. I'm gonna do this, I think. We'll do that. Group attack's actually really bad. We could get hurt a lot in the middle there. Yeah, we could get hurt a lot in the middle there. Let's see what happens here. Taking double digits. Hopefully it doesn't hit for that much. 69k, that's fine. That's fine, we can deal with that. 286, we're definitely below that 70% threshold. 24 million attack stats. It's going to get an additional 2, guaranteed, could be supers. Additional normal, we don't want to see normals. 25, okay. We definitely want that Ginyu at the end to get some supers off here. So that's pretty good for us. Just don't do much, please. Please don't do much. With all these EZAs though, I honestly do think that the Ginyu Force could be quite a formidable team again. But we'll see as we go through this. If I die, then maybe not. So mine is 81% or whatever it is, I think. And then the friend is rainbowed. So the friend should be looking pretty good here as well. But we'll see as we go through it. Right, so we've got 2 stacks of you and Dodoria is dead. We do heal back when we body change as well, bear in mind. Right, I will do this. We'll do that, so we get the extra damage reduction before getting hit. And then we've got you here as well. Okay, so building that attack and defense, so that should be... What is that? That's 50%. Are they going to stun and seal? No. Oh, we can't. Okay, that's actually pretty good for us. Okay. Was that 12? Was that 12 mil or 1.2 then? I didn't really look, if I'm honest. I think it was 12, but anyway. Right, okay. So they should get hit 2 more times, be fully built up. Here's a super, which they should be okay. Yeah. Because they've greatly raised their attack and defense with all those supers. So they should be near enough fully built up. Jeice and Burter, obviously, their main gimmick is dodging, which I absolutely hate. It's completely RNG. Additional normal. Additional normal. Okay. Well, they're not taking too much damage, though, which is good. Okay. Right. So, I'm probably going to leave it like this, actually. So I'm going to do that. Then we're going to do this. Then we're going to do this for the heals. Don't super to start off with here, because that could hit quite hard. We're taking 14 odd K. Okay, good. 10 mil attacks that year. Not looking at these guys, obviously, but they are a very good option for the Ginyu Force, so they do help. And we are getting support from the leader Ginyu as well, the AGL one. Sure. Double digits now. Right, 24. Not bad. Had a cough. Not bad at all. Once again, we're just stacking defense. That's why I haven't transformed as of yet. As soon as we transform, we do get heal backs, but I'll have a little look at what he does once we do transform. So it's pretty good, the damage that we've taken so far. Alright, okay. An additional super again. Sure. Okay, right. Who have we got next? Ah, speaking of the devil. Ginyu Goku. Right, now here's where I'm going to split up Jeice and Burter and things. I'm going to do this, and then we'll give you all of those. That should heal us back a little bit, and then we'll do that. So we've got guard active here, which means our defense has been raised. Sure. Can't stun and seal and things, so we don't have to worry about that. I say worry, we can't do it, you know what I mean? Right, so they're fully built up now. So that's our defensive unit basically sorted. Jeice and Burter, I think they need, what, like 2 more supers, is it? To be fully built up? Which could happen throughout this, we'll see. Alright, Ginyu is building up his defense every time he's super in here, which is really good. He's also raising his attack, but only for one team. A dodge, okay. Did I put dodge in him? I don't remember doing that. I'm going to also just put down the volume a little bit so to make sure that you can hear me and things. Yep, there you go. Alright, so we get a dodge there, we get another dodge there. Okay. So Ginyu Goku, we're probably going to have First Form Freezer and Final Form Freezer. 287k defense, although this Ginyu is looking really good with defense. It's got 1.2 million defense. He does have damage reduction as well now, doesn't he? So just 20%. He should be okay. Let's just test him out, shall we? What's the harm, I guess? We've also got the support from these guys as well. So let's do this. And then we are on 73%. So I'm going to do that. Just to keep us on that 70% range. So pretty much double digits. How much does this do? Does this kill? It may kill. Oh my god, it did. Okay, I think we should be okay here. I'm actually a little bit disappointed with that because I was hoping that the Ginyu Force would just be like wrecking everything as they did when they first came out. Anyone who got the Ginyu Force when they first came out, you know what I mean. But I mean, I guess events get a bit harder, and also what I'm noticing is they have obviously made changes with the EZAs, but it's not like a massive amount of change. I think they could have done with a little bit more damage reduction, but that's my personal opinion anyway. But we'll get some transformations on the go soon. Right, up to 23 mil here. We should be able to power through Ginyu Goku here. And then we've got probably First Form Freezer, then probably Final Form Freezer, I guess. I guess it's Vegeta's anyway, isn't it? So we'll see. Excuse me. Right, we'll see what happens. He didn't super, which is a little bit worrying for me. Because Jeice and Burter on the last turn, the whole thing about them is that they dodge, but they weren't dodging. So I'm a little bit worried here. We'll see. I mean, they get extra dodge chance if the person supers, but we'll see what happens here. So we will leave them up front here. They are fully built up at this point. So we'll give you that. I'm going to give you this to avoid healing back. Because we want to be below 70% health, and we want to avoid that Dokkan mode as well. So they do dodge. 16 mil attack stat, not bad. Not bad at all. They should get an additional here, I believe, as well. Additional super, 17. So, Ginyu in the middle there should finish this off. Well, maybe they will with 19, but we'll see. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. This is probably from the hidden potential system, isn't it? Okay, so there's the dodges. 90 damage, not bad. So even when they do get hit, we've got 30 mil coming out of this dude at the moment. Okay, right. On to Final Form, First Form? Final Form, okay. And he is tech. Ah, that poses an issue for this dude. You can see that I've swapped him in, because the first one just wasn't doing what I was hoping. I'm going to just double check what this guy does a little bit. Starting from the 7th. Yeah, he will get hit hard. I think I might be better off doing this, you know. Because Frieza will build up his defense with the 18 key. This is unfortunate. I didn't want to do this. But I don't feel like I've got a choice. I don't feel like I got a choice. Okay, Dokkan mode activated. I will do this, just because I guess why not. I think this is probably the last phase. I think I've got items on me. What I'm going to try and do is make sure that we use items as well to make sure that we transform. I was aiming for a no item run on this, but I want to make sure that we transform and see what he can do once he's transformed. And obviously we'll go through what he does once he's transformed as well. This Frieza has got a lot of health though. I'm surprised that we don't go up against first form Frieza. I really am. Right, okay, no damage. Interesting. Right, 20 mil here. He's got damage reduction rate of 20%. He's going to build up his defenses here. Let's see what happens. So he's building up his defense even further. He could go again and again. Okay, he could go one more time from hidden potential. Oh my god, are we dead? 79. 79 is not bad. Type advantage as well. So 11 mil from these guys. Let's put it this way. I think he's defending better than what the full power Frieza would. They're going to take next to no damage. Okay. Yeah, no damage whatsoever from those guys. Right, we definitely want to lower our... I think I'm better off doing this. So we definitely want to avoid healing... But well, we're at 100%, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see. I don't know if we can get below 70% health here. I don't know. We'll see. As long as we transform, we get to see one super off him. I'm pretty happy. He's pretty stacked up now. I'm quite afraid. I think this is the last phase because Vegeta didn't go up against like full power Frieza or anything. 13 mil from these guys. I kind of want them to get supered, I think. Oh my god, we actually died. Okay, alright. Okay, so I jumped into another event just so we can get this bit in the video. So we are going to transform, then we'll go over what you can do. I was making sure that we had below 70% health, so I was putting people who were going to get hit hard in the front start and stuff like that. But we're here. We are finally here. So, a bit unfortunate. I didn't actually finish the last stage, and if I'm honest, like I said, I had a couple of tries of it, and yeah, apparently it's a good thing to do to stop people playing more than a couple of times on an event, but fine. Right, okay, let's see what he does then. So greatly raises attack and immense damage to the enemy, then not body change. Recovers 59% HP, key +1 on attack and defense plus 250%, launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Attacks effective against all types and damage reduction rate 50%. When attacking, attack 150%. Chance of performing a critical hit 50%. Great chance of launching an additional super attack. When receiving an attack, defense plus 150%. Chance of evading an enemy's attack 50%. When there's an ally whose name includes Jeice on the team, foresees enemy's super attack, which we do. Do you know what? Let's see if he'll dodge. What's he at? 559k defense, which is actually pretty cool. 725k attack, but I guess I didn't really stack him all that much, so that could be why, to be fair. If I do this, does that change at all? 1 million attack, not bad. Okay, we'll do that, and we'll just do this. Why not? So he can dodge this. 50% chance, let's see. Oh, no, never mind, she is stunned. So 19 mil attack stat. I'm not going to go through all of this stage, to be honest. We'll just get to see enough out of the Ginyu Goku and call it quits, to be honest. Okay. Alright. So he should finish her off. He doesn't. Okay, but he goes again for 21 million. Greatly raising attack each time, and it's infinite as well, by the way. Cool. Okay. Right, Videl is finished. Now we go into Super Saiyan Gohan. I don't have to be weird with my rotation, so we'll just do this. We'll do that. And then we'll do this. So yeah, we'll just do a couple of rotations with him, and I'm just going to call it quits on that one. But overall, Ginyu Force. My thoughts on it so far. So obviously they're a lot better, or they are better. They're just like an average team. Like, they're pretty good, but they're not like the craziest team on that you can use, to be honest. Unfortunately, we didn't complete the last Ultimate Red Zone, which I guess shows the cracks on them. To be honest, it's the LR Ginyu Force, the two LR Ginyu Forces actually, the Tech one with the Captain Ginyu at the front, the Int one, and then actually the three, and the Fizz one. They're what's kind of letting down this team, to be honest. Outside of that, the new EZAs are pretty good. They do what they need to do. If I'm honest, I was hoping them to have a lot crazier EZAs, just purely because Ginyu Force, crazy team, they were like my go-to to complete like red zones and things like that previously, but unfortunately not anymore. So we got 2.5 million attack stat, 520k defense still. We'll do this. We'll probably lose with Frieza at the end there, but we'll see how it goes. So there's that dodge chance. 21 million attack stat, so we can go another 2 times, I think, maybe even 3 with the hidden potential. Okay, 22.7. And we go again for 24. It's not bad stacking, to be honest. And then he's got like 50% damage reduction, 50% chance to dodge, so even though he's only got 500 odds K defense, because we didn't stack him all that much. Still tanking pretty well, to be fair. These guys are pretty fully built up. I feel like we've seen enough out of the Jeice and Burter and what they can do, and also the Recoome and Guldo. It's just sort of the Captain Goku Ginyu that we really need to see here. So we're probably going to die from Frieza here, but we'll see. I have a feeling we will. I'm not that bothered if we do, to be honest. I'm not trying to complete this again. Like I said, I feel like we've seen pretty much everything we need to be honest. Okay. Yeah, how much does this do against Frieza? We'll see. Oh, no. We're absolutely fine. Right, I guess we'll do one more rotation with him. And we'll call it quits on that one. And then we'll end it. Let's just do that, why not? So we're definitely going to finish off Gohan here. They are on, what, 10 million was that? It's not bad, to be fair. Considering they're just here for defensive reasons, which they do their job very well. They're not even fully built up, actually. Now they are. 23, almost 24 million with the Ginyu we haven't transformed. Okay. Right, so let's see what you can do here. Type disadvantage, shall we? Let's just see. I'm interested. Where's his attack stat at now? 2.5 million again. Let's give you that. Let's give you that. And then I guess we'll just give you those. Why not? I'm just interested to see. Damage reduction, dodge. You could dodge everything. 72, that's not bad. So 25 here. Once again, can go 2 more times. And the crit, which is nice. 26. So if we saw this out, I think we could see some quite big numbers out of him, to be fair. Greatly raising attack every single time. Up to 27 point, what was that, 6 or 8? He's going again. 29. And that's pretty much everything that we need to see. So I'm actually just going to leave it there. I'm not even going to complete the rest of this one. I just wanted to show off the Ginyu Goku a little bit. So let me know your thoughts on the Ginyu Force down below. Like I said, I don't think they're as cracked as when they first came out in comparison to the events. But events have been power crept. And I feel like they were a little bit scared to really go mental on these EZAs. That's how I kind of feel. I feel like they just tweak them ever so slightly more than anything else. But let me know your thoughts. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe. I'm going to leave it there at that one, even though we are still playing through this. I'm just going to cancel out if I'm honest. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I will catch you later. Ciao.